Hello fellow readers, welcome to the channel where this modest sparrow chirps to you one small seed of truth recently discovered in a book. And today's seed of truth comes from this book, Body, by the American author Harry Crews. First off, who was Harry Crews? He had a PhD from the School of Hard Knocks. He had a very tough childhood. He contracted polio, was abused by his stepdad, did time, served in the Korean War, saw one of his sons drown. So his life lessons, his words are priceless. The book is about the competitive world of female bodybuilding. Starting things off here with a nice quote from page 22. Each one seemed to embody a perfect specimen of its kind, the teeth astonishingly white, the luxurious hair, the bright eyes shining with a saint-like trust, as if the world could never die. Age and death seemed to have been vanquished. They ignored one another as they came and went, exhibiting their life's work, their bodies, and their muscles. The main character of the book is one Dorothy Turnipseed. Yep, you heard it. Turnipseed. She's a typist hailing from Waycross, Georgia, and one day she crosses paths with Russell the Muscle, a bodybuilding teacher and a one-time contender for the title of Mr. Olympia. Believing that Dorothy has a nice bone structure, he persuades her to start competing in bodybuilding, and she's by then rebaptized as Cheryl Dupont, a much more glamorous name. So, the book shows the behind the scenes of a competition for Miss Cosmos. And the competition is being held at a posh, excessive hotel named the Blue Flamingo in Miami. Everything is fine, dandy, and sweaty at the Blue Flamingo until a family of hillbillies arrives to attend the competition. And who are those hillbillies? None other than the Turnipseed family. We have very interesting characters in this family. We have Alphonse is a potbelly, chain-smoking patriarch of the family, so he's Dorothy's father. We have the brothers and sisters of Dorothy. We have a brother named Motor. We have Erlene, a fat sister of Dorothy. And we have Nailhead. Nailhead is a very interesting character. He is the high school sweetheart of Dorothy, but he's also a short-fused NAM vet with a big knife, and that big knife is going to be a measuring stick to some of the other characters throughout the rest of the book. Listen to this description of Nailhead on page 142. He was already wild as Bronco before he left for NAM, but he came back an angry and dangerous beast. So, the two worlds, the world of the hillbillies and the world of the bodybuilders, collide in a very funny incident. There's one competitor named Billy the Bat. Billy is called the Bat because he has extremely developed back muscles. He's there at the pool, by the pool, at the Blue Flamingo, striking a pose, pumping up his guns, showing off to the other contenders while holding his breath, which leads Erlene Turnipseed to believe that he's having a fit, and she runs over to him, along with the rest of the Turnipseed family, to give him CPR. But what happens next is extremely funny. Erlene Turnipseed and Billy the Bat fall in love. And then there's this weird hanky-panky scene between the two of them. But trust me, it is described in a very funny and also sexy way. So why did Billy fell in love with Erlene? Listen to this on page 137. He did not have the freedom to eat and keep what people like Erlene have the freedom to eat and keep. That's why those bodies baked in fat came to represent to him a sort of ultimate freedom, a freedom which he could never enjoy. He looked at fat people as a prisoner behind its prison bars looks at joyous passers-by and at sunny streets whose pavements he could never walk on. So we have a hookup between a bulimic bodybuilder and a fat lady. It's worth a read. Several interesting topics of debate are handled by the book. The first one being the strange, deranged relationship that is forged between an athlete and its coach. Almost a weird Dr. Frankenstein-like dynamic. Listen to this exchange between Russell the Muscle and Dorothy Turnipseed. I would kill the first one that would prevent you from becoming Miss Cosmos. Yep, I believe you would. I'm capable of that, trust me. I trust you. Jesus is my witness. Leave your Jesus out of this. I'm the only one that counts here. This weird relationship, this deranged relationship, is probably aggravated by the fact that an athlete is held hostage by his own objectives. With the description of the way that Dorothy Cheryl Dupont has to cut weight and gain muscles, you get a glimpse of the personality of a professional athlete. I believe that you indeed have to kill every impulse you have towards average and normality. You have to eradicate the half-assed version of yourself and every self-indulgent atom you have in your body in order to become a professional athlete. And the strange thing is, when you retire, you have to remarry that version of yourself that you kept at bay throughout your competitive years, and it probably takes a toll in the psychology of some former athletes. We also have a very believable depiction of the clash between public virtues and private vices. We have a naive, overweight, and ignorant family of hillbillies, and they are not the worst freaks at the competition. So, that's a wrap. Hope you kind folks enjoy. Believe me, it is a page turner. You will not be able to put this book down until you reach the end. Sadly, to me, the ending is a bit of a letdown. I just think that Mr. Cruz could have thought of something better. Still, definitely worth your time. So, that's a wrap. Hope you kind folks enjoy. Hope to see you again for a next review. And until then, please read on. A reader is a sort of president of the UN General Assembly. You get to watch there as the rest of the world speaks around you. See ya.